Right, we're into the final 5 overs of the Rangpur Riders innings, and what a performance! They're going at 8.93 runs an over. Cumilla Victorians had the option of batting fast. What the Rangpur Riders have done. 134 for 2. Two great finishers at the crease. Shoaib Malik striking at 141, Raza at 150.
Cut off in the order, probably have another look.
Coverage so dobara nai.
In the outside edge.
Atke re bhai.
Raza out for 12. 134 for 3.
Sound ko malare paramo bole. Sound ko mala bhai.
Look at Sikandar Raza there. Swam through Shoaib Malik. Easy in the end. The most biggest players in ball cricket. Talking about Shoaib Malik.
আমার চ্যানেল ঢুকছে দেখছে কি বেলা গেছে চ্যানেল ঢুকে দেখছে কি বেলা এবার খেলা দেখিস আমি দেখতেছি না সম্পূর্ণ খেলাটি এইচডি কোয়ালিটিতে দেখতে আমাদের চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশেই থাকুন দেখছে পাতালে আমি আছি না ওখানে দেখছি আমি কোনায় আছি না পাতাই লেভেলে আটকে দিয়েছে তুমি খেলা দেখতে যাও এটা তো লাইভ নেই
চাইলে আমাদের প্রথম কমেন্টে দেওয়া লিংকে ক্লিক করুন লিংকটি প্রথম কমেন্টে দেওয়া আছে সবাই লিংকে ক্লিক করে ফুল এইচডিতে খেলাটি দেখুন ধন্যবাদ খেলাটি সম্পূর্ণ এইচডিতে দেখতে চাইলে আমাদের প্রথম কমেন্টে দেওয়া লিংকে ক্লিক করুন লিংকটি প্রথম কমেন্টে দেওয়া আছে সবাই লিংকে ক্লিক করে ফুল এইচডিতে খেলাটি দেখুন
কোন চ্যানেল ঢুকছিস তুই ওড়ত কে আমার ডট ডট নাম এলি যাব না
যেটা গেদি হচ্ছে না তো আরে সব ভিডিও নিচ্ছি ভালো ভালো দাদা পুরো টিয়ালো বল যেমন সব ভিডিও আমি কিলছে মূল্য তো না সব আর
স্ট্রোক কি মানুষের মধ্যে
কোনে তুই গেছা যাবি ইউটিউবে
লাইভ দিছস
তুই কোনে দিছিস
ইউটিউবে লাইভ যা
তুই ইউটিউবে লাইভ দে না
লাইভ ম্যান নোটিস স্টস ফাইনালি ডিসিশন ভিডিও রা মোবাইল ডা এ স্টোর সাইড বলে তোর আইছে
কথা কইছ না তোর কথা আইছেনি
তো দর্শক অলরেডি আপনারা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন আমাদেরকে আমরা এখন বসে আছি ঘরের ভিতরে তো আপনারা যারা আমাদের লাইভটা দেখছেন অবশ্যই লাইক করে দিবেন
আসলে আটকে
এটাই তো লাইভ
দামা আটকিতেছে
50 as well. say it's not about hitting sixes and fours every ball, but you do know that T20 can throw up some really interesting things. This is Sikandar Raza looking to smash it away on the offside. Ball flying off an outside edge.
ইয়ার তোর লাগলে শেষ
কো
শেষ
চলতেছে না মানে কাটা ইয়ে হয়েছে
দাঁত নাই গাইছি মানে না
দাঁত নাই মুক্তি
এ বলো কে
কুয়াত কি
বলো তুমি কি যায়
মানে আগে পেতে উসা আগে দিবার
আমি যেমন দারাজ করে
কোপা আমেরিকার খেলার মধ্যে খেলা চলছে আর রংপুর এবং বগুড়া নাকি কুমিল্লা বগুড়া
Really good numbers. It's the length that he bowls. Traditionally, those left arm spinners get the ball up there, try and turn and find the outside edge. Not here in T20. He's back of the length, tries to sort of hit the middle stump. Short and wide, that's a poor delivery. Excellent work in the deep. One thing about T20 cricket is the standard of fielding that has gone through the roof. It's been so innovative, whether it's ground fielding or catching on the boundary or trying to stop sixes or trying to convert sixes into catches. I'm scared to praise a player because every time I do, he either gets out or bowls that type of delivery. That was a proper long hop. I was about to say you never field the ball with your feet, but that worked well. So far, just 4 runs. Overs. Nurul Hassan Chauhan just in his entry, but Malik will be the man. 28 of 20.
ভাই নাইট দেন নাইট
Towels around. That will give Cumilla Victorian some heart. I like the way he uses the crease, goes wide of the crease, tends to fire the ball in. And you spoke about the length he bowls. Just back of a length, but he tends to fire the ball in. Doesn't allow the batter space to try and play those horizontal shots. It just tends to hurry on.
ওই যে ওটা দেবো
কিলে হবে না
Doesn't want the
আরে তুই
batters to
কিলে
be
দে
able to just take one step
মনে দে
through the line.
আমার তো তুই দে কথা লেগে দে
The leg side,
ইমাম সরগম আপনি
just singles, which is good. Shoaib Malik has his areas that he looks for those boundaries, but what makes him such a skilled batter is that if it doesn't land in those areas, he's still able to get a run or two off the ball. And that's why he's got such a good strike rate throughout his career. Last ball of the over. 2 excellent overs. He needs to finish it well. Go still. Oh, that's 4. Spoke about how good the over is. It goes for 4, 10 of the over. 147 for 3.
কেটে দিছি
প্রিয় দেশবাসী, নো স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন, এখনই ডাউনলোড করুন দারাজ অ্যাপ এবং স্ট্রিমিং করুন বিপিএল সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রিতে আপনারই হাতে। পেরিয়ে দূরত্বের সীমানা, জীবনের নতুন সম্ভাবনাগুলো আজ পাড়ি দেয় বহু পথ। আপনার নতুন দারাজ।
সম্পূর্ণ
Into the last 3 overs of this Mahani BPL T20 2023, powered by Minister in association with Nagad. Well, you see that last ball just gets into a nice position. Then that width, I think it was more the width than the length. Just allowed him to free his arms. Behind point was always 4. The Rangpur Riders have 3 overs to go. If they can get 15 runs and over, which is a great possibility with wickets in hand, they'll get past 190. Goes to face. starts off with a single, but they'll want boundaries. They'll need to go. They'll be aiming 12 plus, maybe an over from here.
You do it again like that.
190 starting to look far away now.
Because you've got some skilled death bowlers, and it's difficult. It's difficult for them because of the dew. But Mustafa Zair is a very, very skilled death bowler. We know the change-ups that he's got. He bowls wonderful Yorkers. I always just think about that one year that he produced a brilliant season for the Sunrisers Hyderabad in the Indian Premier League. He was unbelievable.
So far gone for 18.
আমি কত সুন্দর ভাবে দেখছিস তো এর ক্লিয়ার তুমি কোথায়
Just trying to force the issue there on the single. Yeah, just getting back to what you were making. I think he was. His change-ups were so effective and came out of the hand so excellently well, where batters struggled to try and pick him. And he was excellent in the depth with those change-ups, bounces into the pitch, bit of extra pace. He was the real package. He was a complete package. Well bowled. That's what I'm talking about. That's the change of pace that he does so well. But having said that, if Cumilla Victorians can restrict Rangpur Riders, you could see the release. So much of revs on the ball. Like a left arm seam version of Murali. True, correct. The way he released it. All 3 deliveries for 2. Well bowled. Again, just taking pace of the ball. 150 is up now. The point I was trying to make is if they could keep Rangpur Riders to about 170 Cumilla Victorians or thereabout, I think they would have done very well. They'll be pleased with that effort and they'll actually fancy their chance and they'll pack themselves to try and get there. We got some wonderful batters. Nitin Das, who's been in exceptional form with the bat. David Malan, Mohammad Nabi. And it's not going to be easy to bowl in these conditions. That dew will have an effect. This is a really good little face for the Cumilla Victorians because they were 132 for 3 at the end of 15 Rangpur Riders. They were riding high at that stage. Now look at the situation here. They bowled 2 overs and 4 balls. Oh, that's called a wide, but I like what he did because he did see Sohan moving inside the line, was looking for that scoop, and straight away his reaction was a short delivery. Would have expected it to go so high, but great thinking. Unfortunate because the decision to bowl the bouncer was brilliant. But unfortunately, rules is rules. And that would have been above the head, standing upright. Just 19 runs in the last 2 overs, 2.4 balls. Again, just gets into a position from outside the off stump, but I think this is a wonderful phase by the Cumilla Victorians. They bowled plenty of dot balls and single or balls that didn't have boundaries. I think that's the beauty of T20 cricket. It looks like a team's running away with it, and then suddenly 2 good overs with the ball, and the game goes back into the balance. I mean, when Ronnie was at the wicket, it looked as though they were going to get 1,000. Now all of a sudden, they'll be thinking, we don't have enough yet. Swung away on the leg side, only a single again, another very good over. Just 6 runs off it. The last 3 overs, just 21 runs, 153 for 3.
পেরিয়ে দূরত্বের সীমানা, জীবনের নতুন সম্ভাবনাগুলো আজ পাড়ি দেয় বহু পথ। আপনার নতুন দারাজ।
Normally would expect to allow a team that's doing well about 30 to 40 dot balls in an innings. They're within the range. But it's about that final score, considering the conditions prevailing. Faruqi into his last over, just 14 runs in 3. Just a single down to long off. The one thing that Cumilla Victorians have done well, they've taken pace off the ball, they've bowled into the pitch, they've mixed it up. That last delivery too, pace of the ball, just not letting the batters time it. So that has kind of dried up the boundaries. They had 17 fours and 3 sixes.
Just bear in mind that there were 12 boundaries hit inside the power play. There's only been a further 8 boundaries hit since then. So it was a power play that was owned by the Riders, but Cumilla have fought their way back. They've fought their way back. He's good at the back end as well, Faisal Faruqi.
Hits it, 6. That connected. That went the distance. Well, if you look at Sohan, if you look at the way he sets himself up, just moves, waits for the delivery such as that, and that stood up quite well, just slapped it, and across seamer.
Just a flat bat. Off was up.
Cross seam, again bowled into the pitch. See, he tends to set himself up just outside the off stump. A nice pace he has. I always feel that he commits a little bit too early. First run. They want the second. They're coming back for 2. And they'll get the 2. That was good. He was on the back. He was going full and wide. Just couldn't reach it.
70-odd boundaries means that they are big boundaries in the context of T20. So the man on the sweeper boundary had a long way to go and get that ball, but that's great running. A committed slide.
Yeah, it's more of a desperation. I think Rangpur must be having a target that they have in mind. Surely it has to be 180 now. They need something like that. They need a score in that region, 9 runs and over. Conditions very much stacked in the favour of the batter. We've spoken about the dew, we've spoken about how good the surface is, the ball coming on. So plenty to do for the bowlers. Again, pace of the ball into the pitch. Oh, they want a second here. Definite run out. Definite run out. Sheer confusion. Shoaib Malik turned rather blind, but not Nur Hassan Chauhan. He was not interested.
More than likely this will be a bit of ball watching. They want to, both of them, they run. Shoaib Malik gets there easy and just turns and realises, unfortunately, he was the only one running. So run out by the length of the pitch. A good innings from Shoaib Malik. No huge fireworks, but 33 of 26. Well, that's more than acceptable. 163 for 4.
প্রিয় দেশবাসী, no stress, no tension। এখনই ডাউনলোড করুন প্লাস অ্যাপ এবং স্ট্রিমিং করুন বিপিএল সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রিতে আপনারই হাতে।
10 ওভার 100 আর 10 ওভার রান আগে 126 তারপরে 15 ওভার পর্যন্ত রান হয়েছে
Another
132
versatile cricketer, Benny
Last,
Hubble.
60 বলে রান ধরতে
And in the long ball,
3 বল 30
plenty of variety with the ball in hand, gets off the mark with the boundary. Oh, that was pitched up. It was a long half volley. That is the kind of urgency that the Rangpur Riders needed to be injected at this stage.
Round the wicket, looks for the Yorker, but the trouble is if you miss it, it's a half volley. And Al just clears his left leg and swings through that line.
Powerful striker. He's a very versatile all-rounder. Perfect T20 all-rounder. So much of variety, so much of skill that he brings into the game. Last ball of the over. Missed out. Again bowling into the pitch. Just a single, he's annoyed with himself. 15 runs off the over, 168 for 4. 1 over to go.
পেরিয়ে দূরত্বের সীমানা জীবনের নতুন সম্ভাবনাগুলো আজ পাড়ি দেয় বহু পথ আপনার নতুন দারাজ
Right, we got 6 legal deliveries. How can the Rangpur Riders maximize it? Well, they got the pace to try and contend with Mustafiz. Such a skillful death bowler. We've spoken about how good he is. He's so far just given 23 runs in 3 overs. Right now, the Cumilla Victorians have been penalized because of the timeout. I mean, their slow over rate loves them they're not letting, or as the rules say, you cannot have, or let me rephrase it, you need to bring a fielder into the circle now. What are they arguing about?
Many will point to the fact that they're over half an hour late, but the fielding side will feel that they're having to dry the ball after every single ball because of the dew. You know, they certainly can't argue that they're having to move side screens because the side screens are enormous here. But I think that the umpires have given them plenty of time, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and now they've insisted that one extra has to be inside the 30-yard circle. Well, that'll help your prediction of 190, Roshan.
I hope so. It will take some. That was not a prediction. I was asking you a question. You conveniently passed it on to me, saying that I predicted it.
Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah, but I like this rule. I like this ruling where you penalize the fielding side in terms of an extra fielder being brought into the circle. Now, they can't just have 4. Right, so they got a square leg and a long on, long off, and a point. Just 4 inside the circle. 4 outside the circle. Wide. He starts off with a wide. That won't help them.
All of a sudden it becomes difficult for a bowler and a captain to defend one side of the ground. So a bowler will run up and give himself protection on one side of the ground and then try and bowl the ball into that area to force the batter to hit him in that area. But now he's vulnerable on both sides of the ground, particularly on that offside.
Will that be called a wide? I think it is. It was a wide. Good call. Very good call. Definitely cut that tram line. There is no doubt about it. He was going wide. He was going for the angle. The intention is right. He's going wide and full.
Yeah, but he's going wide and he's taking pace off the ball because he's got only a long off and a point on the boundary. And with third inside the 30-yard circle, he can't deliver seam up because any sort of a bat will just disappear down to deep third for 4.
on the leg side. This time only a single. In fact, they're coming back for two. Benny Howell was off in a flash. So a couple of runs again. You're talking about the pace of the ball, and that was very visible. Bowling into the pitch. Pace of the ball, so really couldn't time it. Eventually, very good running. Passing extra cover. Couple of runs to throw to the keeper's end, and they'll make it. But this is a good set field, and I think Mustafiz is doing a grand job by bowling pace off, going wide, not just allowing the batter to hit through that extra cover area. So his line has been good. Yes, he did bowl two wides, but the follow-up deliveries has been excellent. Just 2 twos. So far, just 6 of the first 2 legal deliveries, including those wides. Still 4 deliveries to go in the over. This time, a little bit pacey, I think. But a clever and a precious dot ball at this stage.
Risky though. Fine leg up in the circle, square leg up in the circle, and you whack it in short. That is a risky delivery. Fizz will reckon it was the double bluff.
But I think Mustafiz just trying to outthink Benny Howell. Oh yeah, he brushed the back of his neck, but just outthinking him, going wide and full, not becoming predictable. Sometimes bowlers tend to play into the hands of the batters trying to do that. Should be taken. Mustafiz underneath it. Pace of the ball. Good catch. This is a great piece, a great face for the Cumilla Victorians. They've come back really, really strongly. And a wicket in the form of Benny Howell.
Captain's still not happy. But I'll tell you what, the bowler will be. Howell's dangerous. This is a thick outside edge. It towers into the night sky, and the bowler, to his credit, Mustafa Azir says, that's mine, I'll take that. And holds on to a good one. Holds on to a very good catch. So Howell goes for 8. It's 174 for 5.
The new batter. Again, what a wonderful over this is. The last 4 overs and 4 balls has conceded just 42 runs. Cumilla Victorians will be delighted with this phase. They've got 2 wickets in the process, but it's about not about the wickets, but it's about the runs they've conceded. Normally, you would expect a very, very good return. They're in a comfortable position and looking to build. But instead, it's a great comeback. Last ball of the over. Just 6 runs in this. And a wicket. Now, those 6 runs include 2 wide deliveries. Mustafiz, what he's done well here is that he stuck to his plan. He's not been flustered by the way the batters have looked to approach him. He's just gone through with what he's planned. Here's the last ball. Again. Not in control, only a single. They're running through here. Should be a run out. No, I don't think so. The throw was rather weak. They'll take a look, but I think he was well in. But still, that's a very good finish for the Cumilla Victorians.
Yeah, Noel ran very hard, didn't he? He knew that he was gonna run too. It was just whether my head he had the speed. But I think the pace when it hits the ground just comes off the ball ever so slightly. Keeper takes it. This is tight, but not tight enough. He's safe. He's safe. So a well-run 2 in the end. We'll see the Rangpur Riders finish on 176 for 5. It'll take
When cricket comes, 1xBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now. Be in the center of all sports events. 1xBet, one step to success.
Ronnie Talukdar was brilliant at the top. Shoaib Malik 33 and 9:29, but the finish wasn't great. Nur Hassan not really getting too much of strike. 19 of 11. 176 for 5 in 20 overs, Rangpur Riders.
Bowlers, they took a little bit of tap at the beginning, courtesy of the innings from Ronnie, but they fought back well. In particular, Faruqi 1 for 28 in his 4 overs. Mustafa Zir was fantastic in his last over, 1 for 31 in 4. The pick of them was the left arm spin of Kusnil Shah, just 1 for 25 in his 4.
Right, so the target for the Cumilla Victorians is 177 of 20 overs at 8.85. It's time for a break, but don't go too far away because I'm sure it will be a great response from the Cumilla Victorians when they come out to bat.
When cricket comes, 1xBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now. Be in the center of all sports events. 1xBet, one step to success.
যখন তখন ইচ্ছে মতন পৌঁছে যাবে খেলার মাঠে স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন একদম ফ্রিতে দেখতে পাবে শুধু তারা চেপে উৎসবে মেতেছে দে ক্লাসের ফাঁকে অফিস ব্রেকে হাটে খাটে পিড়িতে লোকাল বাসে চলতি পথে স্ট্রিমিং ফ্রিতে বাসর রাতে বউয়ের হাতে রান্নাঘরে পাঠাতে বিপিএল এবার হাতে হাতে
এখনই ডাউনলোড করুন তারাস অ্যাপ এবং স্ট্রিমিং করুন বিপিএল সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রিতে আপনারই হাতে।
অর্ডার কিনা অর্ডার হাতে দিন সাহা এক মধ্যে তো কিনা অর্ডার বানাইছে মাইক্রো সিস্টেম হলো
খেলা তো পাল্টাবেই। সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামীর জন্য রেডি। When cricket comes, 1xBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now. Be in the center of all sports events. 1xBet, one step to success.
বন্ধু জানে বন্ধু চাও এয়ারটেল আছে বন্ধুদের সাথে এয়ারটেল
যখন তখন ইচ্ছে মতন